Yeah, that's so true. All right, next question. What is your view on fasting?
Very important. um I went through these and I did find I wanted to bring scripture into this, and maybe this is just my pastoral side, but but yeah, I mean, we know in Matthew 17:21, he's talking about the healing of the devil possessed boy. This young man, he was devil possessed. He was um basically throwing himself in the fire, trying to drown himself. All these bad things were happening, and the disciples were like, "What is going on? How come we can't cast them out? Jesus, you gave us authority over all these things, but how come I can't cast them out?" And Jesus says in verse 21 of chapter 17, verse 21 in Matthew, is, "Howbeit this kind goeth out not, but by prayer and fasting." Sometimes there's more to overcoming things than just a good solid prayer. There's something about fasting that really breaks us out of this natural realm, so to speak, into the spiritual realm where things can be defeated, things can be overcome. And fasting teaches us self-control. That's another big thing about fasting that I find is important. I believe that we, some people should probably fast more than others, but I think fasting is an intricate part to every child of God's walk and growth. Having a good, solid foundation, a time when we can say, you know what, flesh, you're not winning today, and I'm gonna take control over it. So I know lots of people that would say that says, you know what I mean, you can, yeah, let's fast from social media, fast from this or fast from that, or but that's all good. There's nothing wrong with that, and I'm not trying to like say anything bad about those that encourage that, because I mean we all got to start somewhere, and if a social media fast is what's going to get us started, so be it. I'm all for it. You know what I mean? But fasting is, in my opinion, is meant to break down this flesh of ours and to refuse the one thing that this flesh needs to actually live is food. We have to food. We have to eat to survive. And when we say, you know what, I'm going to push that away to get closer to God, there's something tremendous that takes place. We learn and we grow in those dry times, if you could call it that. And I always found it interesting that, what was the first sin in the Bible? It involves food. It involved a fleshly desire. And fasting is very, very important with our spiritual growth, because it shows the flesh that you're not going to win all the time. It gives us that self control, and it gives us a confidence,